Hey everyone, I wanted to make a quick video on how to get started painting rocks because everyone asks me quite often because I'm quite the painter of rocks. So I wanted to make this quick video that's going to take me a couple minutes just to show you what you need to get started, okay? So you need paints, right? These are acrylic paint. They are called acrylic paint, and you can see on the jug it says acrylic. There's only two types of paint, like in the grocery store or in most average places. It's watercolors or acrylic. These are acrylic. One of these little jugs at Walmart is going to set you back about 75 cents. You can go to Walmart and get a few of these to get started. You can go to Michael's and download their app and get 20% off and buy these little tiny ones of these and get like a set of like 12 so you can get started. That's what I did. I bought a little getting started kit so that way I could have all the colors and see if I was going to, commit to this hobby or not. As you can see, that was quite a while ago. I have collected quite the collection. So these are all acrylic paints. I order some on Amazon and they come in these little packages of like 10 or 20 colors. These are also paint pins, so you can get these now or later. They're just acrylic paint pins. These I get on Amazon. It's about $15 for maybe, I don't know, 20 of them or so. So once you start writing words and things on the rocks, you might want to get pins. Pins come in different, this is a finer pin. And also, if you're at Michael's, you'll see that Sharpie makes acrylic. These are called oil-based paint pen by Sharpie. Those are nice because when you're writing words and stuff like that, you will probably want some pins after a while. It's too hard to get detailed with, a paintbrush, especially if you're not artistically inclined. So those pins really work great. So what you do is you get some rocks. You go to the nursery, our local nursery here in Vegas called Star Nursery on 215 in Eastern. They have a rock yard. So call your local nursery and see if they have a rock yard. You go there and you can take your own buckets, and usually they'll have a wagon you can use. Take the wagon out to the rock yard and collect the rocks. You basically want Arizona River rocks or any kind of really cool big flat rocks like this one. These are really good rocks. Rocks are really cheap, like as many as you can fit in your trunk is going to set you back about $3. So you get some rocks. What I do is when I get home, I wash them. I put them in the kitchen sink or in the shower. When I shower, I just let the runoff clean them. Then when I'm done, I go ahead and I print on Microsoft Word a note that I want affixed to the back of each rock. Right now I'm making what's called voting rocks, because voting rocks. And we need to vote out Dean Hiller here in Nevada. So this is going to be a reminder to vote. You can vote now. This is going to go out into the city on early voting in 100 days. Also on election day. So I'm going to paint this to whatever I want. And then on election day, these are going to go around town. You will put, the name of a Facebook group, like mine is called Voting Rocks. And this just says, please post a picture. Most of the times on the back of your rocks, you just put something like this. Please post a picture, Henderson Rocks, keep or rehide. And you just get crafty. So you get the rocks, you clean them up, you sit here and glue these on the back. Most of these have them on the back. This one doesn't because this is just a Metallica rock and I didn't want that on the back. That's pretty bad. Glue them on the back, then you just paint. Like I'm getting ready to paint all these, so I did them white. You could do them white first, you don't have to. You get the paints, you get some brushes. These brushes are nice and cheap. Get them at Michael's, or you can even get them in the grocery store. Grocery store has these paint brushes too. You can get a couple of these if you want for you to put your paints in before you start. So you paint your rocks, and then when they dry, you do one easy layer of Mod Podge over them. The Mod Podge is this, it's like a glue. You go over the rocks with the Mod Podge. If you don't and you spray this, it might bleed. So you paint the rock, you let it dry really good for a day, Keep painting it, working on it, make it perfect. When you're all done, you do a nice easy layer of Mod Podge. It's like a glue sealer. Once that's nice and dry, you take it outside and you spray it with the Krylon Crystal Clear. There's different kinds. This is just basically a polyurethane coat. It dries in minutes and it's helpful to give you a nice glossy finish, and it also protects it from the outdoors. I do spray the backs of mine because if I set these outside, because this is the rock kindness movement, if I set these outside, you never know how long they're going to be outside. So I spray the backs as well. I do Mod Podge over this label and then I spray it lightly. And that's all you do. I'm telling you, you get some paints, some acrylics, some brushes, some Mod Podge, and some rocks. That's all. And then have at it, you know, have at it. I have other videos and other pictures and tutorials. If you're interested, let me know. I will send them to you with regards to what to paint. You should go on Pinterest or otherwise in Google and just type in painted rocks. And you will see a ton of them. A ton of beautiful rocks that you can mimic or replicate. Yeah? That's all I wanted to show you guys because of the fact that my cousin keeps asking me, how do you paint rocks? I want to paint rocks. Me and my sister painted this one. I painted her one and she painted me this one. So that's it. Number 1, rocks. 2, paints. 3, Mod Podge. 4, brushes. 5, super glossy spray. You can get googly eyes. You can get glue. You can do all kind of stuff. But the bottom line is just paint. From there, you're on your own, right? All right, you guys, later.